Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back. Thank you all for bearing with me during my absence. Here's the watch list video for tomorrow. We're still looking for new all-time highs to be made on /ES. So a break of 44.33 puts us in that range. Then we can look to take some stocks long going into tomorrow. At least maybe some of those larger cap names that tend to follow the overall market. As for our watch list, the first one on our list is going to be PLUG. I like the fact that this had a big recovery move up following the drop down. It's had a lot of trouble here closing over the $28 price point. It's done so once in the past but didn't manage to stay over that level, and then today it closed back over $28. So it hit a high of 29, rejected off of this 50 EMA, and came right back down. So what we are looking for on PLUG going into tomorrow is a break of 29 and the run probably up to about $30 or so. All right, number 2 on the watch list is going to be SPCE. I'm loving this little bit of curl here. Earnings has already been reported, so that's out of the way. It's held the 200 EMA as a support. It's stopped making lower highs and started to put in some higher highs. Resistance is very clearly placed now at the $36 price point. It's reclaimed this 50 EMA as well. So we're looking for a break of 36 for the run back up to the top side. Price target of 38 in mind. The next one on the watch list was one that I actually mentioned for you guys before today, before today's movement, but it's BYND. All right, so what I saw was earnings being reported, and then there's a bullish engulfing candlestick formed on the daily chart time frame after earnings report, and that to me signals a potential reversal, right? So this was the move up, kind of stopped at 130, kind of just under the 50 EMA right here. So we're looking for a break of 131, simple continuation play idea for the run up to probably about 136. That's where I would expect to see some resistance, given that the 200 EMA is at this location, and it's also kind of the peak of the most recent rallies, as well as the support from the initial gap up. Boeing is the next one on the watch list. Not a lot of conviction here, but what's happening is that it's being compressed between the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA on the daily chart time frame, and something here has got to give, right? So it's been very clearly on a downtrend. I'm looking for this downtrend to be broken. I'm looking for a break of this 50 EMA and a push back up to the top side. So a long idea over $234. By the way, if the video is helping you out already and you haven't done so, push the like button for me. And also keep in mind that these levels that I'm giving you, they're subject to change by the morning. They likely will change by the morning if we have some crazy drastic overnight market movements. So just keep that in mind, that you may have to adjust your plan if we get gap ups or gap downs on these stocks. Otherwise, if they open flat, the levels that I'm giving you now would probably work just fine. But you know, if there's a little bit of movement here or there, be sure that you're adjusting these levels accordingly. Okay, side chart watch list. These are stocks that maybe have potential for a continuation play, but we'll have to see. So the first one is Coin. The reason why this one's a side chart is because it is literally trading at the resistance, which is the 200 EMA. This is a known level of dynamic resistance. Earnings is coming up, and let me move to the 5-minute chart time frame. You see there was a lot of kind of indecision once it hit this resistance point today. So a break of $282 is what I'm looking for on Coin for the run to the top side. You know, I really don't have a super major price target in mind, but maybe 300 is going to be your next logical point of resistance, given that that's a whole number. So whole numbers, in case you didn't know, 100, 200, 300, etc., they tend to act as natural points of support and resistance within the market. So 300 would be my price target, but I mean, I would probably be all right with a run to about 290 or so. The next one on the side chart list is FUBO. So we're seeing a lot of these kind of meme stocks or growth names get some volume in today and get some big green moves in today. FUBO has a potential catalyst coming up, that being earnings. It's pushed up, reclaimed the 50 EMA, confirmed the bounce off of the 200 EMA, It has broken the downtrend and is now potentially breaking the consolidation area. It couldn't get a close over $28 today, but if it pushes up above 28.5 or 29, certainly will be there's certainly going to be an opportunity there. All right, so FUBO, we're watching this one over 28.5 for a side chart. Hood, HOOD, so not a lot of price action here, which is exactly why it's making the watch list. Because there's so little so little action, and there was so much action. This volume, you see, it's dying down. We're looking for a higher high to be made off of this consolidating range. So a break of $60 could send this. You know, who knows? The sky's the limit on this. There's not a lot of price action given to give us a logical point of resistance. I would probably expect some resistance around 66 and then up here near $74, kind of based off of these peaks here, and then where those peaks were meeting support in this area. So 66 and then 74. The other two charts that I want to talk about will be charts that I'm going to have to check on the opening price before I decide if they're going to make the watch list or not. One of them is Tesla. Shouldn't be a surprise. We've been watching Tesla over 700. I thought that this was going to be a breakdown from here, and it reversed back up, which is, you know, fine with me, because I'm a bullish bias trader. I like to look for breakout setups, but Tesla's not breaking out right now. It's just moving sideways and consolidating. There is big resistance placed here at 720. Support's going to be right there at 700. So if this can break 720, if and only if this can break 720, I will entertain a trade idea on this. However, where it closed at and where it's kind of trading at after hours, you know, it's still down about, what are we looking at? Almost 1%, almost 1% away from 720. So the most ideal scenario for Tesla is that it opens up right under 720 and we take it long over that price point for the run. There will be some resistance around 724, 725, 726 area over the 720 mark. So just keep that in mind as well, that, you know, there is potential for this to get stopped before it continues to really break out. But look at the daily chart here. We don't have a single candle closing over 720. So if we get that 720 close, I would be looking to probably swing this into the following day for a continuation run. And the other one is Snapchat, right? So this one has been doing something similar to Tesla, where it pushed up or gapped up and then has done nothing since. A lot of consolidating, testing support, testing resistance. Resistance is placed at 79, support at 72. We're just looking for a break of 79 to push this potentially into the all-time highs. All right, so a quick recap then. PLUG, SPCE, BYND, and Boeing will all be making the main chart watch list. Coin, FUBO, and HOOD will all be making the side chart watch list. And then we have Tesla and Snapchat potentially making the list depending on where they open up at. I don't have anything else for you. I know this was a quick video, a quick rundown. I'm glad to be back. Thank you all for bearing with me during my absence. Vacation was awesome, by the way. I really love Florida. So yeah, everybody needs a break every now and then, and I'm glad that you guys all understand that and weren't hounding me while I was away. But I'm back now. Let's make some money. I'll have the watch list posted with the exact trigger levels in the morning, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in chat.